Hey there, it's me. Today we are going to do a 10-minute full body workout. No equipment needed. You can do this in your living room, in your bedroom, anywhere. So let's get started. If you find my videos helpful, please consider supporting me through donations. Alright, let's go. Alright, so to begin with, we're going to start with some jumping jacks. Okay, and we're going to do that for 1 minute. Alright, and then after that we'll move on to the next exercise. So we're going to go ahead and do 20 of those. Okay, and then rest for about 30 seconds, and then we'll do another 20. So if you want to burn fat, lose weight, be at your healthiest, best self, and feel great, you need to eat healthy. Now there are certain foods that boost your immune system and make you healthier, and there are certain foods that actually hurt your immune system and make you feel worse. So it's important to eat the right things. And the first thing I would recommend is more fruits and vegetables. That's one of the best ways to support your immune system. And there are certain fruits that are better than others. For example, I would suggest that you avoid things like bananas, avocados, mangoes, dates. Those are all very high in sugar, and when you have high sugar in your body, it actually weakens your immune system. Instead, I would focus on eating berries. There are many different types of berries that you can consume. For example, you can eat blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, strawberries, even some rarer berries such as elderberry. Elderberry has been shown to help the common cold and flu. Other than that, you also want to consume citrus fruits. Citrus fruits like oranges, limes, lemons, grapefruit, pomegranates. All of these have powerful immune-boosting effects. And the best way to consume them is either freshly squeezed juice or just eat them whole. Avoid drinking juices that are from concentrate because they don't have the same effect. The second thing I would recommend is consuming healthy fats. Healthy fats are good for you. They make you feel full. They curb your appetite and they help you lose weight. The best sources of healthy fat are extra virgin olive oil, avocados, grass-fed butter, and coconut oil. So make sure you include those in your diet. The third thing is to eat lean protein. Protein is very important for your immune system. Helps you build antibodies, helps you fight off infection. The best sources of protein are wild-caught fatty fish like salmon, sardines, anchovies, mackerel.
Also, you can eat grass-fed beef and grass-fed lamb.
If you're a vegetarian, you can eat beans and lentils. And if you're vegan, you can eat nuts and seeds. Alright, next up is vitamin D. Vitamin D is very, very important for your immune system. Studies show that people who are deficient in vitamin D have a higher risk of getting sick, especially during the winter time. So I would recommend taking at least 10,000 IU every single day. Next is probiotics. Probiotics are beneficial bacteria for your gut. Your gut has a huge influence over your immune system. In fact, 70% of your immune system is located in your gut. So it's very important to maintain a healthy gut flora. You can take a probiotic supplement, or you can eat foods that contain probiotics such as yogurt. However, not all yogurts have probiotics. Make sure that you get one that does. Sauerkraut is another great source of probiotics. Kimchi is also a great source. Kefir kombucha. All of these are fermented foods and they contain probiotics. Next up is zinc. Zinc is another key mineral that you need for a healthy immune system. Zinc deficiency weakens your immune system and makes you more susceptible to infections. So make sure that you're consuming enough zinc. Good sources of zinc are oysters, clams, mussels, crab meat, lobster. If you're a vegetarian, you can eat beans and lentils. The last thing I'm going to talk about is sleep.
Yes.
Sleep is probably one of the most important factors. When it comes to your immune system, if you're not getting enough sleep, your immune system will suffer. You'll be more susceptible to infection. You'll be more stressed out, and you won't be able to lose weight. So try to get as much sleep as possible. Go to bed early, wake up early, and try to get at least 8 hours of sleep every night. Okay, so we're moving on to the next exercise. This is a tricep dip. So you're going to do 15 repetitions, okay? And then we'll go for another 15. Rest for 30 seconds, and then do another set of 15. Alright, so I mentioned earlier that one of the best ways to lose weight and keep it off is by eating the right foods. Now I created a free guide called the 7 Best Foods for Rapid Weight Loss. These are the exact foods that I recommend that you consume to help you lose weight faster. I've helped over 25,000 people lose weight and keep it off. And the main thing that I've discovered is that if you don't eat the right foods, you will not be able to lose weight. So make sure that you check out this free guide. It's available immediately after this video. So let's move on to the next exercise. This is a squat. Okay, You're going to do 15 squats, okay? And then we LL do another 15. Rest for 30 seconds, and then we LL do another set of 15. So now I want to share with you a success story of someone who lost 44 pounds or 20 kilos in only 3 months. Her name is Victoria. She's 60 years old, and she says that the biggest challenge for her was to find the motivation to lose weight. She tried many different diets and workout programs, but nothing worked. Then she discovered my online program and decided to give it a try. Within the first week, she noticed increased energy levels, better sleep, and feeling less hungry. By the end of the first month, she lost 10 pounds or 4.5 kilos. She felt so motivated and inspired that she continued with the program. At the end of the second month, she lost another 15 pounds or 6.8 kilos. She was amazed with the results and highly recommended the program to her friends and family. At the end of the third month, she achieved her goal weight and felt better about herself than ever before. She was even able to buy new clothes because she lost so much weight. Here is another success story. His name is John. He's 42 years old, and he lost 30 pounds, or 13.5 kilos, in only 2 months. He always struggled with being overweight. He tried many different diets and workout programs, but nothing worked. Then he found my online program and decided to give it a try. Within the first week, he noticed that his cravings for junk food were gone, and he didn't even feel like eating junk food anymore. At the end of the first month, he lost 15 pounds or 6.8 kilos. He was so happy and excited that he continued with the program. At the end of the second month, he lost another 15 pounds or 6.8 kilos. He was amazed with the results and highly recommended the program to his friends and family. All right, so let's move on to the next exercise. This is a push-up. Do as many push-ups as you can, okay? And then rest for 30 seconds, and then do as many as you can. So now let's do some mountain climbers. We're going to do that for 1 minute. Okay, and then after that, we'll move on to the next exercise. So if you're enjoying my videos, please subscribe. It really helps me out. All right, so this is a calf raise. Okay, do 20 reps, okay? And then we all do another 20. Rest for 30 seconds. Then we all do another set of 20. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar has been used for centuries for a variety of health reasons. It's very popular nowadays for weight loss. People are drinking it before meals to help suppress their appetite, and it actually works. There are several studies that show that if you drink apple cider vinegar before a meal, you will eat less and you will lose more weight. Apple cider vinegar also helps to improve insulin sensitivity, which means that your body will be better at regulating blood sugar levels. This is important because insulin resistance is the underlying cause of most health problems, including obesity, diabetes, heart disease, and even cancer. By improving insulin sensitivity, apple cider vinegar can help to prevent and even treat these conditions. Finally, apple cider vinegar is a good source of acetic acid, which has been shown to have some antimicrobial and antifungal properties. This means that it can help to kill off harmful bacteria and fungi in the body, which can reduce the risk of infection. All right, the last exercise is the plank. You're going to do that for 30 seconds, okay? And then we'll do another 30 seconds. All right, let's go.